What up, loved ones? What it do? Spotty Young right here. You know where I'm from. So today, right now, this little episode right here, I'm gonna be answering some of the questions from the comment section, courtesy of my supporters, man. Good looking out, man. You guys gave me a lot to work with, so I'm just gonna be answering one of them right now. If Thank you guys, man, for tuning in, for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button real quick, and give it a like, man. If you think it's real, you know what I'm talking about. I must warn you though. I think I should do like a little warning at the beginning of the video about this channel. We're not politically correct right here, man. You know what I'm talking about. So if you're sensitive and you're a Mr. Miss Know It All, you already know everything. You can't learn anything anymore. There's no more room for improvement. You know, you're close-minded. You're judgmental. This is not for you, because we believe that true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing, dog. So that's, you know. So if, but anyways, you got, everybody's welcome if you feel like you could learn something from a different point of view, from a different perspective. So trip out. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the question is, how did I feel prior to getting paroled before I got out, and when I got out, how did I blend in with the society? You know, it's a lot of good ass questions, man. But I'm gonna talk about this one right now. So, well, let me start off by saying, what do you call this? Before I was getting released, man, I got paroled in Ironwood, a level 3 state prison, and I just remember that every day I know that I was getting close to my parole date. I'm just, man, I'm happy, dog, because the people that are surrounding me, my homies, and then and my celly too, they got life, man. They got, you know, some of them got LWAP. LWAP means life without possibility of parole, dog, and a lot of them got like so many years to do, man. So I feel bad, but at the same time, I did my time. I did my thug dizzle, man. It's time to go home, you know. So I even left my chain. I got a cool ass chain in the pin. I gave it to my celly, dog, you know, before I left, because I don't need it. I'm gonna go back to the real world. You know what I'm talking about? So how I was feeling was shit, feeling blessed, feeling happy every day. Am I a little bit mad at the world? Not at that point, close to my release. Not that much. You know what I'm talking about? Because I can't blame while I was there. You know, I had myself. I got myself caught up in the system. I did that. Nobody forced me to gang bang in Los Angeles. It don't matter. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter your area. You always still have an option. You always still have a choice. You know, do the smart thing. Do the wise thing and stay away from nonsense and bullshit, you know what I'm talking about? But apparently that's not what I did. And go back from the past, I was, you know, 14 years old, 15 years old. 15 years old when I got busted, when I got myself caught up in the system, and I thought I was the shit, you know. I was chasing fame, being violent, you know, being cool, whatever. Because that's what was cool. But from what I see in school and stuff like that, so you know, I followed that route until I ended up, you know, getting myself caught up. And then after that, right before when I was getting released, after I did all my time, uh, fast forward, before I got released, and I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? It's like I still feel like, fuck CDC, fuck prison, from all the nasty shit, all the corruptness and crookedness that I see that firsthand. I'm mad about that. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, it's like, get over it. That's how the world works. You just gotta accept reality, dog. You know what I'm talking about? And I did. So, anyways, but I used to have that mindset, man. Fuck CDC, fuck prison. They better not fucking let me out of here. They're gonna regret it. I know so much shit. You know, it should be illegal for me to fucking be breathing right now, to be alive. They're gonna regret letting me out. I used to think like that. I used to be mad. I used to be mad until I checked myself. Like, look, dog, it is what it is. No crying over spilled milk. You did your time. It's over with. Thank God for all the miracles that you could have gotten life in prison, or you could have been dead. So many, several times, to where I can't even deny it, those were miracles. So too many coincidences, and I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in freaking miracles, dog. So anyway, so that's how I used to think. And finally, when I was in INS, Orange County, I was still learning stuff. I was still learning a lot of things, man. Because there's always room for improvement, dog. Have you read? You guys know Bruce Lee? Have you guys read one of his books? You can never. There's every day you're supposed to learn something. You're supposed to upgrade. There's no It's no stopping. Stopping means going backwards. There's no going back. Going back. That's not what I believe in, dog. So a lot of people can relate to me because they came from where I came from, but the real world, everybody, not really though. That's not how they see things, and I understand where all the civilians are coming from because I myself is a civilian right now here in the real world, just blending in. You know what I'm talking about? So that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I was happy and nervous. Nervous, not nervous like I'm scared, like oh my god I'm scared, but nervous like with happiness, like I can't wait to do this, I can't wait to do that. I'm just excited like a little kid on his birthday or something like that, but so finally that day was granted to me. And long story short, I came back here to the real world. And my first night, I remember this. Well, first of all, before I forget, yeah, it's really true. It's really true that the air is freaking different, smells different. It will hit you different because, like what the Pare Bulldogs say, man, and the OG Pare Nick also, man, they feel the same way because, especially being in there for a long time, it's because you're cuffed, man. You're handcuffed, and when you're in chains and you're cuffed, you don't feel free. It don't matter where you're at. But once that shit is taken off, I feel like sky's the limit. I can do everything, man. You know what I'm talking about? So when I got out, I have so many options, so many freaking options, man. Like I've mentioned before, I feel like a lion compared to the rest of the sheep. Rest just of the regular civilians just living their little lives. Just that's how I felt because in real life, I could I could pretty much like do a lot of harm if I want to. I can make people stop breathing if I feel like it. You know, so that's and plus, here's the thing, man. Going in there, you learn a lot of shit, the good and the bad, being back where I came from. And some of the things that I learned is how to get money tax free, if you know what I mean. And some of my homies, they did that. They fucking did that, man. Some of them that I know, they came out there in the U.S. They came out, they hit a lick, meaning like took penitentiary chances, man, and they made it. They got their first lick. They didn't get caught. Then they used that money to operate a legitimate business. You know what I'm talking about? But they started off using that money to get the money that they need in order to invest on the project or whatever they were doing to turn legitimate. You know what I'm talking about? And they were doing that, and they're literally millionaire right now as we speak. U.S. dollar millions, not the Philippine pesos. And even here in the streets, I got a homie. There's homies out here that's all they know is hustle, hustle, get money, make money. And some of them, they're still doing it, man. Uh, they got so much money. They took so much. They made so much money that they ended up buying a lot of properties with the title of deeds in their hand. 10 million pesos worth more, just making tax-free money. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not saying it's the right thing to do because that's not what I'm doing. I'm just giving an example that I have a lot of options. You know what I'm talking about? It's tempting, man. It's tempting because we're all we're all how do you say this? We're by nature we're greedy. We're all born with greed. So what we want is abundance, a lot of things, a lot of fucking money. That's what we want, unlimited. So it's tempting, man. But at the same time, come on. When I came out, I didn't just come out by myself. Um, I was blessed to have a parent. I was blessed to have a mother and a father that cares about me, that loves me. So it's not even about me anymore. It's about them also. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna live my life, not having to look back on my shoulder and just go all the way legitimate, dog. You know what I'm talking about? It's possible. And what happened is, the reason why I'm saying this is because my first job that I got when I got out was in sales. I've mentioned before my company is SMDC, is the biggest company here in the Philippines, and in sales, your income is unlimited. Sky's the limit. That's how sales work. Compared to if I was to just choose a regular employment with a fixed income monthly, this is just your stable income monthly. It's gonna be too slow for me. I figured, uh, you know what I'm talking about. So I took a chance and I got myself into sales, and luckily, thank God. In the beginning, I was doing good, man. I was doing good, but this is not a this is it's not for everybody. It, just because somebody else's luck or fortune is that, it doesn't mean it's gonna be applied to everybody, but it's possible. Anything is possible. That's what I believe in, and what I seen from this company in real estate industry is that pure hard work and talent is gonna get you up there, man. And I've seen it with my own eyes. Some people, they had nothing. These people are literally rags to riches, man. They had nothing. They took a chance. They got themselves in the real estate industry, and bam, they stupid rich right now. They got so much money. It's not even funny, dog. How? Through real estate, legitimate business. You know, they took advantage of that. Is that even real? Do people really get rich from real estate? Do your research. Yeah, they do. And so, this guy's, as a matter of fact, one of these days when the lockdown is over, whatever, I'm gonna go have them, talk over here and say, how do you say that? Talk about their experience also, like how they came about. And but see, here's the thing. I always say I don't agree. I always say have integrity. I don't agree with lying and false advertisement because, like I said, I believe in karma because what goes around comes around. But some of these guys, they became rich without bullying anybody, without stepping on anybody's toes. It's possible. You can do it. You don't have to sell your soul to the devil. And some guys that they did it, you know, just through hard work. It's really possible. Um, so that impresses me because I've seen a lot of things. I'm in my work, man. I've seen a lot of people became successful, And as a matter of fact, in that amount of time, I also learned a lot of things from the real world, from people out here in the streets, how they act. I learned a lot of things, and some of them they impress me because they're so good, man. It probably depends on their upbringing or whatever and shit. But like for example, I have a teammate from my team before. He came from the province. He literally didn't had nothing, man. But he went to school though. He was educated, and he took a chance. He was from the province. He took a chance, and what he had was all he had from his property was this cow or something. I think it was a cow. I I don't even think that was his cow. I think that was his parents' cow. And then they sold the he sold the cow just to get enough fucking money to buy a ticket so that he can move to Manila, where I'm at, the capital city of the Philippines, Metro Manila. And this is where he found that job, took a risk, gave it all, and was blessed with a lot of things. Now he has a house. Now there's so many stories like that, man. And a lot of that things, those kind of things impresses me. When you came from rags to riches, man, I like that stuff. That it's honorable in my eyes. If you didn't have to, you didn't have to. If you did it with integrity, period, that impresses me. You know what I'm talking about, and that's what I want to do. So, with that being said, to those who got, because there's a lot of us in our company in real estate and even in international, so we have a lot of agents like me. So to those who know, or to those who know anything about real estate, hey, uh, send me a DM on my IG and shoot me your email address so that I can send you guys uh, an accreditation form so that we can be partners. You can help me out, refer to your friends, refer to anybody you know that's interested in real estate and right here, my company and investment, and we can be partners. The commission also will go to your name, to your bank account. That's how it works. So shoot me your email, man. I appreciate the help because I need all the help that I can get. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, those are the things that I'm going through right now. A lot of things. It's all about just going legitimate. And I learned also from some of my best friends, man. People that are like super close with. They're older than me. You know what I'm talking about? Also in the same position as me, same background. Also was a gang member when he was a little kid like me. You know, but Los Angeles, the culture, California, almost same. A lot of some of them are best friends. But what ended up happening was, although they finished school, although they were academically smart, they finished college and can work legitimately as a regular job. They're not doing it. They didn't do it because the money was simply not enough for them. They want that luxurious lifestyle, that glamorous lifestyle. Who doesn't want that shit? Everybody fucking wants that shit. But and unfortunately, some of them they get caught up and then they go back to the system again. That's what I don't want to do. I'm not planning on doing that. Not just for me. Fuck myself. But what about the family? What about the people that loves and cares about me? You know what I'm talking about? So this is why I do what I do. This is why I act like this. I learn from other people's mistakes. And if you're smart enough, listen to this, man. Before you even start, just try to learn something. Try to just open your mind real quick. So I'm using myself as an example that anything is possible, dog. With integrity, I believe you can still do it with integrity. Because I don't like taking advantage of the weak or taking advantage of other people just to lift yourself up, make your name better in public. That's to me, that's super freaking fake. That's nasty, if you ask me. You know, if you ask somebody else, they probably like it. But if you ask me, it's nasty. Anything fake, anything fraud, like that fucking punk motherfucker that everybody knows, the big guy, man, that shit's nasty, man. I mean, the only good thing I see is you're helping some people that knows who I'm talking about. You're helping lazy, dumb people to get their shit together. But it's not honorable because you're a fraud and you're lying. So to me, that's still nasty. I don't like that. You don't have to do that to make money, man. This is what I'm talking about. Because the reason why I can relate, the reason why I'm saying this is because I can be happy with just a little bit for now. You know, and just because I don't have nothing right now doesn't mean I'm not gonna have a lot in the future. Everything is temporary, big dog. You know, that's how I feel about it. So, long story short, guys, anything's possible. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope I gave you guys a little idea and answered that little question how I feel before and after I got out and what I did and what was my mentality. I'm gonna go through a lot of other stuff. I'm gonna talk about everything, man. All the questions, I'm gonna answer that one by one. What was my experience doing time with Soreños, Norteños, Crips, Bloods, Paisas, Woods, and not just that. What was my experience talking about doing time with Usos, Samoans, Tongans, Tamasis, the Vietnamese, the VNs, Viet Congs, motherfucking Laos, Cambodian, Thai, you know, all the Asian, Taiwanese, Chinese, Japanese, all the real other culture, and even the provinces, the one that people don't really know, like the Lahu and the Mien, everybody, Koreans, other Pinoys, other Filipinos, other Pinoys, everybody different mindset. So I'm gonna be talking about all of that, you know. So stay tuned. Good looking out, guys, for checking in. Appreciate you guys watching and learning a little bit of something from this guy, from a different point of view, from a different perspective, man. I appreciate that. So thank you. I'm gonna cut this off right now. So say what you mean and mean what you say, homie, because real recognize real, homeboy. Out of here.